You are driving a car and suddenly, a reckless driver runs a red light and sideswipes your vehicle. A family member is a pedestrian walking across a street in a crosswalk at an intersection and is run down by a distracted truck driver who is texting on his cell phone. A loved one's motorcycle is stopped at a red light and is struck from behind, rear-ended, by a speeding, intoxicated motorist. These types of tragedies occur all too often. There are approximately 6 million car accidents per year in the United States. That is over 16,000 car crashes a day. More troubling, over 35,000 people lose their lives in a car or trucking accident every year. The negligent or reckless operation of a motor vehicle can change everything. A momentary distraction can end someone's life in an instant. It can disable them or cause them to endure a lifetime of chronic pain. Most automobile accident litigation involves the laws, statutes, and regulations governing the appropriate way to operate a motor vehicle. These are sometimes called the rules of the road. For example, the rules you would learn during driver's education requires a driver to obey the speed limit, to stop at a stop sign, or to stay in their lane. When a driver breaks one or more of these rules, they may be considered to be negligent as a matter of law, otherwise known as negligence per se. Other times, the act is so extreme that it rises to a greater level of culpability than ordinary negligence. This type of conduct could include drunk driving or street racing. These types may rise to the level of recklessness and could warrant additional damages or punitive damages. Litigating auto claims can be complicated. Often, it is necessary to hire competent experts to conduct a crash reconstruction of the collision utilizing advanced scientific techniques to evaluate the forensic evidence, including the skid marks on the roadway, the crush damage of the vehicles, and other factors. When Schiffman Firm evaluates a potential case involving automotive negligence, we look at it from all angles. We scientifically evaluate the evidence to determine if there was a defective condition of the roadway surface that caused or contributed to the accident. If warranted, we will retain experts to perform a roadway defect evaluation to determine whether the roadway design was appropriate. Schiffman Firm will evaluate whether some defective condition of the automobile caused the incident or whether a design or manufacturing defect in the car enhanced the injuries sustained in the crash. If warranted, we will use expert witnesses to forensically evaluate the components of the vehicle at issue to determine whether it was crash-worthy. We will even have consultants electronically download data and information from the car's onboard computer systems as part of their analysis. If the accident involved a driver who was operating a vehicle as part of their job, for example, a delivery driver or a tractor-trailer operator, we will determine whether their employer may also bear legal responsibility for injuries and damages. If the incident involved operation of a vehicle as part of the injured person's employment, Schiffman Firm will determine whether workers' compensation benefits may also be available. The types of benefits or coverage available to an injured person vary significantly. In Pennsylvania, there is also an issue of full tort or limited tort coverage and whether the injured person can recover non-economic damages for pain and suffering, or whether they are limited to only their economic losses, such as medical bills, lost wages, and out-of-pocket expenses. In some instances, there may only be limited insurance coverage available. In others, recovery may be available from multiple insurance policies for third-party insurance, as well as uninsured motorists coverage or underinsured motorists insurance. The value of these types of cases also varies considerably and is primarily dependent on the strength of the liability aspect of the case, the injuries and damages sustained in the incident, and the available coverage and assets. When Schiffman Firm handles an auto claim, we evaluate all of the circumstances surrounding the incident with a view toward determining the responsible parties and holding them accountable. If we choose to represent someone injured in a motor vehicle accident, we don't take the decision lightly. We aggressively represent our clients to make sure they receive everything they are entitled to under the law. If you or a loved one was injured in a car or trucking accident, call Schiffman Firm at 412-PRODUCT. We will obtain all necessary information, and a Schiffman Firm attorney will evaluate your case and return your call right away.